Hello, everyone. It's Bethany with His Heart Ministries, and I just wanted to drop a little nugget with you today as I head to church and let you in on my conversation this morning with God. I was in prayer and I was lamenting and explaining to God about my frailties, being in flesh, and the things that I have to go through, and the struggle, the constant struggle between light and darkness, and doing His will and fulfilling my will. And God He stopped me. He said, "You talk about being in this flesh as if I don't know what it is like." He said, "I transformed and I manifested myself in the form of Jesus Christ so that I can identify with what my creation goes through." He said, "I did not want to be the type of God that just sits up and looks down and doesn't understand what His people are going through." He said, "I subjected myself to this flesh. So yes, I know what it feels like to be in pain. Yes, I know what it feels like to be rejected by my families, rejected by my friends, rejected by the ones that I held closest to me, and rejected by my Father. I was rejected by my Father so that you would not have to feel that suffering, so that you would not have to feel that pain." He said, "I took on sin and allowed myself to be crucified, the cruelest type of death to be subjected to. I subjected myself to shame. So yes, I know what it feels like to feel shame." He said, "And yet I did this without sin." So God was saying, "Bethany, there are no excuses." But of course, me in my mouth, I'm like, "God, but you were only here for 33 years. And you were only in your ministry for 3 years. God said, "That is correct. But when in the form of Jesus, when I ascended to my Father, I left you with something. I left you with a comforter. I left you with a helper. I left you with my spirit. And my spirit and my power is not diminished when I gave it to you. It is not diminished in any capacity." And so, like Jesus shared with His disciples, and He was explaining, "You see all the works that I'm doing. You see me healing the sick. You see me breaking bread and feeding 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. You see me do this." And He told His disciples, "Greater works are you going to do than these." Greater works. How is this even possible for us to do greater works than Jesus Christ? He said, I love the Amplified version because it explains the greater in extent and greater in outreach, greater territory. We'll be able to reach more than Jesus was able to reach in His earthly ministry. So God said, "Bethany, you have no excuse. You're in this flesh, but I'm in you. So there is no excuse for you not to perform, not to do, not to be, not to have everything that I called you to be, everything that I called you to do, and everything that I called you to have." So I'm passing that word on to you. Take away the excuses. Yes, we're in this flesh, but we have His Spirit. And if you don't have His Spirit, all you have to do is ask, and He will give it to you. He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Say, "God, I need your Spirit because I cannot do this on my own." And He knows that you cannot. So today we're going to take away the excuse, and we're going to do greater works. I love you, and I pray God's biggest, His brightest, and His best for you. God bless you.